If you've been following my channel for a while now, you will know that I recently started uploading a lot less frequently. I'll be honest, I have been very busy with school, and I even genuinely thought about quitting YouTube recently to focus on other things. However, fortunately for those who like my content, I think I'm going to make a return for good now. I'm sure many of you didn't actually click on this video for that, so let's get right into the actual topic of today's video. Anime Battle Arena, or ABA as it is more often called, is a well-known Roblox anime fighter game that is definitely one of the top Roblox anime games out there at the moment. Now, ABA is something different. Among a sea of generic bandit beaters, the game offers a different experience in the form of a PvP-focused fighter game where players can play as their favorite anime characters. They have a lot of characters, so I'm sure you'll be able to find one you like, and they range from people like Deku to Naruto to Luffy. Basically, whichever shonen anime you like, you'll find a character that you are a fan of. Now, I understand this probably sounds like the intro to an ad, so I'll get to the real discussion. My review of ABA. Let's start right at the beginning of my experience. I started playing this game maybe 3 or 4 days ago, and I've been playing it for a couple of hours every day since. I'm currently level 11 at the time writing the script, so I've done my time in the team fighting bit, but more on that later. For now, let's talk about my experience as a new player. So ABA is pretty easy to pick up once you start playing. Unfortunately, until level 10, you're probably going to be stuck in the public team fighting, whatever thing it is, where you'll have access to a myriad of other game modes, from lives to team fight. But strangely, there'll never be a 1v1 mode there. At first, it'll probably look very chaotic. However, give it time and you'll definitely grow to understand most of what is going on. I don't really have time to adjust, so I decided to go to the biggest source of Roblox anime tutorial content, YouTube. Over my time playing the game, I watched a few videos that I liked and found very useful, so I'll quickly list them here, and here they are. Top 10 Tips and Tricks for Noobs on ABA, Beginner's Guide by SoToxin. How to M1 Like a God in ABA, Tips and Tricks by, again, SoToxin. And Anime Battle Arena, How to Level Up Fast, plus 8 new characters this month by Infinasu. Now, Infinasu is a great source of more character-specific content and tutorials because he's played, I think, pretty much every character in the game. Anyway, enough of other people's videos. Let's go back to my video. But like I said, team fighting is a little bit chaotic at first, and I personally overall prefer 1v1 fights in ABA since I think it just provides a better environment for players to learn characters and focus on honing their skills in a 1v1 environment, which is ultimately what is important for the late game and for ranked and all this other sort of stuff. Unfortunately, ABA offers no 1v1 mode except for ranked 1v1, which can only be accessed after level 10. That's a criticism I would like to get out of the way here earlier in the video, so I don't end up repeating myself throughout. I think there should just be a non-ranked casual 1v1 mode. At first, I used Zoro and Luffy, and I was fairly committed to learning these two characters, and had some strange goal of unlocking all the One Piece characters. I was very set on that goal at the start. But this all changed when some random guy who recognized my channel gave me 10k gold out of nowhere. Now, 10k gold is a lot of gold in this game, and I could really choose to buy any character I wanted. Now, recently Enel was added to the game, and I was like, he seems like a great choice. So I picked Enel and never looked back. It is definitely the best to pick a few, or maybe even just one character made in this game, as in my experience, once you familiarize yourself with the character's moveset, everything just flows much better, and you'll overall have a better experience playing ABA. A heads up to those who are considering picking up ABA though, leveling does take a while. I think maybe like 4 or 6 hours if you just do it legit and don't AFK. Although you can AFK, that is definitely a method. I personally didn't want to AFK since all things considered. I don't like having my PC just constantly running games in the background, and I needed to play the game anyway, so I thought, why not just learn the game as I go? Of the limited game modes in the unranked arena, or area, sorry, I particularly liked Lives and Free-For-All because they offered a glimpse into ranked with the occasional isolated 1v1. Like if the map was big and you found another player, you kind of go to the corner and fight each other, and that was kind of close to what ranked is. Team mode did become more fun the more I played though, and I did learn to love that side of the game as well. And this is a fact that is true for most of ABA as a whole in my experience though. At first, everything seems chaotic. It will all seem chaotic. But the more you grow to understand the game and its mechanics, the more you can start to piece together everything and get the most out of the ABA. And all things considered, ABA has a lot to offer players who are willing to put in the time to get good at the game. For me, learning that I could hold block and dash, a crazy revelation I know, was a game changer for me, and it's little things like this that you pick up on the way that will just help you compete better overall. The game is a solid anime fighter game with a lot to offer players who are willing to get good. It's not for everyone, definitely, but it has one thing that a lot of other Roblox games don't have, and that is replayability. You're not farming bandits in ABA. Trust me, you're not farming bandits. You may face some players who fight like bandits, but for the most part, these are players and they're not bots. You're facing other players who, yeah, for the most part, there are some exceptions, will provide some challenge to even the most skilled player. Now, I know some of you ABA players out there will be anxiously waiting for me to talk about some sort of crazy toxic experience I had in the game. ABA has this like horrible reputation of toxicity, which often precedes it, and I experienced some toxicity, but for the most part, I saw very little, and this may have been very well on the account of the fact that I spent most of my time playing with chat turned off. However, I don't think this is something you need to worry about. In truth, with things like toxicity in Roblox games, it's important to just not let it get to you. I find the things that offend us most have some truth, so the next time someone calls you dog water or tells you to quit the game, you can either shrug it off as an incorrect statement, or if you actually are bad at the game, then like me, I am pretty bad at ABA, then maybe it's time to pick a different game or take some time to actually get good at the game, because usually you can tell if you actually are bad or if the other person's just trying to troll you. And these are Roblox games, not rocket science. It doesn't take a long time or a genius to pick up a few tricks, and you can quickly become okay if not good at the game with a little time investment and a few YouTube tutorials. In the case of ABA though, the skill ceiling is actually pretty high, but you can get by as a casual player in my experience. To conclude, ABA is a great choice if you're looking for an anime fighting game on Roblox. It's been here for a while and the devs are still updating it. In fact, at the time of recording, it recently just got updated with a bunch of new characters. It's not for everyone, but it doesn't hurt to give it a try, and my main piece of advice is to try and learn as you go, and don't be put off by what seems chaotic at first. Once you get over that initial wave, it's just smooth sailing, and you'll be playing ranked in no time and beating up other players, or whatever your goal is in this game. My only criticism of the game though is that it does take too long to get into the part of the game where you can queue for 1v1s. I would like a non-ranked 1v1 space for players who aren't level 10 or just want a more casual experience, isn't going to affect their rank. However, since I've hit level 11, I'm tempted to just say screw that, so it doesn't really affect me anymore. I'm just looking back at it like I don't really care about those under level 10s. In the same sense though, I think it'd be good, and when I was under level 10, I definitely was like, I would love a place where I could 1v1. Anyway, moving along, that's all I really have to say on ABA. As far as Roblox anime games go, I like it, you might like it too. You'll have to find that one out for yourselves. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. And as always, I hope you have a great day, evening, or time, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.